So this is Creatura. We're in this world where the mushrooms in the space mirror the ones in the physical space. And if I draw, my drawing comes alive and turns into this creature who bounces around. And he does some little wiggly motions and he'll roll around. He might even jump off the screen if he gets the right angle. But he won't actually leave the space. He'll just roll onto another one of these iPads. He's actually right up there. Meant to feel like a real space, and so we ended up giving it a real feel of a garden. And you have a green carpet, green walls, and then your actual world up here on these projector screens, under which is kind of the layers of the earth. You have like the crust and the mantle, and then the ground and the sky. And so we kind of draw gaze upwards into these screens. Over the course of a play session, you'll see kids who just start with just a line, which really has its own kind of style, its own kind of character. And then they'll start maybe going, oh wow, what does that do? And they'll start scribbling. And they'll see that that has a wholly different kind of character. We see a lot at that point of kids start to draw circular characters, circular creatures. And maybe they'll even go and do a spiral. Oh, they realize often that circular creatures really jump really well, so they'll go do a spiral. And they'll maybe draw something like a turtle, you know, with legs. And they'll really like that. Kids will draw their name. And parents always freak out when they see that. They love that the kids are starting to practice their handwriting in a completely magical world that rewards them immensely for doing that, you know. The fact that everything's alive is really what I like so much. The mushrooms dancing back and forth, the flowers kind of popping, the clouds sliding by, and the stars slowly spinning around in the night skies. Well, Luke and I have been creating new ways to invent and imagine things for a long time, and this was sort of the realization of wanting the creations that people come up with to not be isolated from one another, and not just by making a sharing feature or coming up with some new way to email something to someone else, but to actually put these creations in the same space at the same time to make a new kind of togetherness in a virtual space feel very physical. But being in here at first when it wasn't working, you know, when it would crash every 5 minutes and the kids would start hammering on the iPads and like tearing the mushrooms out of the floor because they were so mad that the thing wasn't doing what they wanted, like excruciating. So it's pretty stressful to watch all these kids getting sad at something that I made for them to be happy with, but we fixed it. It works now. It took a long time. What I want, what I see as really the future here is that this lives everywhere. That kids everywhere can create creatures that live together in a virtual world and dance and sing and live, instead of just here at the museum. I mean, it's amazing that this opportunity existed for us and for the kids who get to come here and play with it. But, you know, if a kid could have this on their computer or their TV at home, drawing creatures, having their friends come over and draw with them, having those all stay there and live on and persist, really, you know, maybe even start to evolve. That's what I see as the future of something like this. It's just that there's other kinds of creation that we don't know about yet, such as creating new kinds of life and creating whole worlds that kids are just gonna have the best time with, you know? And that's what I wanna do. I wanna bring that to them. So that's what I'm excited about.